Hello, everyone. My name is JP Biambi, and this is the Fintech Debrief for March 23rd, 2026. All right. Now, in artificial intelligence, OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, they had a plan for a direct checkout inside of ChatGPT itself. But they're halting those plans. And the problem is they want to stop the direct product checkout inside of ChatGPT due to low buying activity right within the platform. And some of their internal findings had found that users search for products, but they rarely completed the purchases within ChatGPT itself. And there were like technical hurdles, like such as real-time product data synchronization and fraud prevention and other complicated efforts. So it made like chat purchases difficult, right? So you can't just go tell ChatGPT what you want to buy and have it do that for you. So for the time being, ChatGPT, it's basically going to just route purchases through like third-party apps connected through a chat bot instead. And OpenAI and Stripe, they're planning to continue the development of that AI agentic commerce protocol. So if you haven't heard, Visa, they've announced the launch of, Visa Agentic Ready. It's a new program that builds on the launch of Visa's intelligent commerce, and it's designed to support their payments ecosystem in like a new era of AI and agentic e-commerce. Visa Agentic Ready, it's powered by Visa's trust layer, and it's bringing together tokens, identity, risk, and controls. And they're going to examine how like trusted AI agent initiated payments can be enabled across different channels and different use cases. So the program is going to launch first in Europe and in the UK. And then first it's going to focus on like issuer readiness. And they're going to provide issuing partners with like a structured pathway to test and then validate AI agent initiated transactions. So early issuing partners that are engaging with like Visa's Agentic Ready program include Barclays, HSBC UK, Commerce Bank, Millennium BCP, Revolut, Banco Santander, and a few more. Next, Visa is extending Stripe and Tempo's machine payments protocol, MPP, and that's going to support card-based payments on their global network. It's going to be enabled on the Visa acceptance platform. So there's that. And next up is JP Morgan Payments and Meraki. They've struck up, an agentic commerce pact. So they're partnering up to combine, Meraki Payments Nexus agentic commerce solution with JP Morgan's infrastructure. And this is going to power like transactions, where AI agents play a greater role in shopping. And then Meraki is going to provide agentic or AI commerce services. So that way they can, optimize product catalogs for discovery and make sure that AI agents can like access accurate information. So next up, if you want to hear about partnerships, this is where we discuss that. So early warning services, they've expanded Pays Online checkout to Citi. So they've announced that Citi is going to offer Pays Online checkout. So in the coming weeks, eligible Citi card members, they're going to be able to activate Pays through Citi.com or the Citi mobile app. And you can visit like mywallet.pays.com, and then you're going to be able to utilize the Pays button at like online checkout at participating retailers. So that's coming up. Capital One has also announced the launch of their travel app. All right. It's basically called Capital One Travel App. It's available now, and it's part of their strategic evolution to increase their travel business portfolio. Capital One's new travel app, it's going to serve as like a comprehensive hub for like booking, rewards, flights, hotel stays, activities, and, They're going to have a live lounge locator as well. They're going to, provide, personal profiles, with your set preferences for your home airports. You're going to be able to save your loyalty numbers. You're going to be able to get real-time trip intelligence and like trip management. So like I said, the Capital One travel app, it's available now on iOS and Android. And also, if you haven't heard, American Express, they're offering virtual cards in Concur Expense. And supposedly that's going to simplify expense management. So they've integrated, American Express has actually announced the integration of virtual cards into Concur Expense. So that's going to expand their partnership with Concur, and it's going to deliver integrated, management solutions for their enterprise clients. Their employees, are going to be able to use like virtual cards for their business expenses. And then this is going to allow the admins to maintain control of like the built-in spend limits and, the security through like generated card numbers. And they're going to be able to review and manage, reconcile charges all in one place. So, right now cards can be created and managed directly through, Concur Expenses platform. And currently it's going to be available to only, US-based American Express corporate and business customers. Basically, the availability is going to be coming to like all US American-based business customers at the end of 2026. So if that's not enough for you, we have more in international payments. All right, Visa has launched their intelligent authorization to modernize payment processing in Europe. All right, they've recently announced the launch of Visa Intelligent Authorization. That's in Europe, and it's going to enable acquirers to modernize their payment processing. It's going to also streamline, operational resilience, and it's going to be strengthening, it's going to modernize their payment processing while strengthening operational resilience via a single API connection. That's going to eliminate the need for any infrastructure or design rebuilds. Now, Visa, they're partnering with like initial group of acquirers to unlock the capabilities, and they're partnering with companies like Comerica, Global, Elevon, Fiserv, and Worldline. So a lot of big names there. Visa is also going to be partnering with Fiserv, and they're going to be expanding their long-standing partnership. And they're going to deliver Visa's acceptance platform within Fiserv's merchant acquiring and processing solutions across Europe. So that means this partnership is going to combine Visa's front-end authorization capabilities with Fiserv's acquiring and processing stack. And that's going to deliver, cloud-based acceptance infrastructure, and it's going to support intelligent routing, and it's going to support enhanced data, and embedded value-added services. So, that's coming soon. And finally, JP Morgan and MasterCard have launched a virtual card partnership. JP Morgan Payments and MasterCard, they've launched a new virtual card in Europe to support, the traditional accounts payable needs in certain industries like insurance, healthcare, travel, and commercial real estate. So, JP Morgan plans to leverage, MasterCard's supplier enablement activation services to help buyers and suppliers access the benefits of virtual card acceptance with like faster and more efficient onboarding support. So that's what's in international news. And finally, we have Experian and OpenAI. They've launched the UK's first credit score app right inside ChatGPT. Hopefully this one works, unlike the direct checkout. Actually, Experian had announced that the launch of the UK's first ever credit score app was going to be within OpenAI's ChatGPT, and that the new tool who's going to, aggregate, Experian credit score data to show how, typical scores across, certain postcodes or certain age groups can enable customers to see like local demographic score averages. So customers were able to compare, what other customers in their similar demographics have in terms of credit scores. So another payments news, we have Revolt, and they've launched a UK bank because they've been given regulatory approval from the PRA, the Prudential Regulatory Authority. And that provides them the exit mobilization phase, and they're going to be able to launch an official bank in the UK. This is going to be called Revolut Bank UK Ltd, and it's set to roll out a new banking services for 13 million UK customers, and they're going to be able to start offering accounts as fully licensed bank accounts for both retail and business customers. So Revolut's going to begin gradually rolling out these accounts to new customers, in the few weeks coming up. And that's going to start with like a small group, but it's going to expand to more in the coming weeks and months. So for right now, existing customers, there's going to be no immediate changes, but customers, they're going to be notified in the coming days about any migrations, to the new processes. So there's that. And that is a wrap for the FinTech Debrief. Today, Monday, 23rd, 2026. Hopefully that's been helpful or useful to you. My name is JP. Thanks for tuning in. And if this has been enjoyable to you, give us a like. Thanks.